PSG, they've just saved football. 4-3 in penalties after a boring 1-1 draw on Arsenal. Eze and Gabriel missing pens alongside Nuno Mendes. Gabriel having had to score for Arsenal over the crossbar. Looking at this match, we didn't really miss much. If you didn't watch this match, you didn't miss much. Because 5 minutes in, the start of the game, you didn't really see it happen for the first 5 minutes until Marquinhos' little mistake, Havertz through and goal. As soon as Havertz went in goal, when he first got, I thought, yeah, Arsenal are going to take the lead today. He starts taking it out wide. I thought, what's he doing? Is it maybe really good defending from the centre backs? But no, it was a really good goal from Havertz, to be honest. Keeper, couldn't do much about that. Maybe Donovan could have saved it, maybe if he was still there, but I don't know. It was a good goal by Kai Havertz, that's for sure. And they were kind of going to create the shape of the final. And people were saying like Kai Havertz scoring for Arsenal early on gives Arsenal a big advantage. It's obviously it does because he's scored an Arsenal goal in Champions League final. But they were saying it by the meaning of Arsenal can do what they do best, just sit back and defend now, make it the odd corner, and And what I was thinking is, okay, you think it's good they can sit back and defend for the next 85, however long minutes, 90 minutes, but I don't know if that's a good thing. And if you ask why, I would say because they're going to sit back. PSG is going to have loads of the ball. They're going to get to attack. And when you're doing that against the best attacking team in the world, they can easily get a goal. And that's eventually they're going to score. They start to create some more chances. A really boring match. When you see what I mean, like, a penalty goal. Give PSG that much of the ball, they're going to create something. That's what they've done. It was Dembele, Kvara, that lovely bit of magic there from the creature Kvaratskhelia. Wins a penalty, Dembele steps up, takes it. Thereon, I think Arsenal played better. They started attacking. Is there a way I can see the momentum? Yeah, there you go. You see, obviously Arsenal taking the lead. That point onwards, it was all PSG. Everything there was PSG. Then they eventually got their goal. After that, PSG still dominated, but Arsenal showed some real signs of danger. They had a few corners off of that, some free kicks, a penalty shot as well. But I think Madueke actually pulled Nuno Mendes down twice in that same play. He kind of nudged his arm to kind of bring Nuno Mendes down, and as Nuno Mendes was trying to get to the ball without going down again, he continued to hold his arm and pull him down. So Madueke pulled him down to the ground, really. And the Saka situation, I don't know, I had a handball to be honest. Still 1-0 in the game, kicks it into his both of his hands to be fair. PSG could have had a penalty. And Arsenal, Mosquera should have got a red card for a second yellow that he didn't get. So there's that as well. But yeah, I think this is with Arsenal, they play such defensive football. Against PSG or Bayern or wherever, that's such a risk with 90 minutes to go in a match. Because if you give them the ball for that long, they will score. It's just PSG. It's what they do. And Arsenal, if they're doing that, playing that way, that goal could come at any time. That means that Arsenal might not score. As it happened into extra time, and then Arsenal have to kind of attack. And when they did try and play more football, they actually didn't even play that bad. They were causing PSG some problems. They were causing PSG some little issues there. And look at their stats. Got a cough now. The statistics: 75% possession to 25% of the ball. That's embarrassing. So what are they thinking? That's why I say PSG safe football. 7 shots to 21. 0.518 XG. Arsenal are one of the most disgraceful teams. A Champions League final and they're playing like that. And they even lost. So you can't even say it was a good tactical thing. They lost the game as well. It's embarrassing. Look at the momentum. All PSG. Arsenal's got one goal from a mistake early on. That's it. The man of the match was a goalkeeper. Surprise, surprise. We look at the lineups. 6.7. He does a few interesting headers outside the box heading it. He was really good at doing that. The Russian man. You couldn't say how it's his shot, but other than that, I think he had to make any saves and one good He's never been on a couple other good things. His goal kicks is like got a little tactic to get out of play as well. Hakimi, or no, let's go 1 for 1. So we've got Ryan here. I mean, yeah, man, how much for Arsenal. Didn't do much in the first half, but he did turn it. He's 30 now, right? I didn't know that. It was like 26, 27. But yeah, he was saved Nuno Mendes' penalty. For the other ones, I mean, the Caramello's penalty was amazing. Things with his penalties, he always goes down so early, but before the player takes the kick, which is what Eze was trying to hope Saf was going to do. Because you're literally put your foot next to the ball, and so say you're right-footed, like Dembele. As soon as he plants his left foot near the ball and puts his right foot back, Raya's already going down to the side that he's going to shoot. Dembele has got so much time to put it in the other side. Because like, at least he's Raya doing that. He doesn't even need to do a good penalty. He's going to put it in the other side of the goal, in the centre of the goal, if he wants to take a risk. It's that simple. Like, he doesn't even do anything good. They make it so easy for the penalty taker. But yeah, that's just him. Hakimi now, I mean, he had, I think, a good game. He played for 420 minutes. Scored his penalty as well. In the defence and in tackles, no goals, no assists. Shot actually 33% of that. 118 touches. I mean, his crossing was quite bad, but at least he tried in certain defence. Some good defensive moments. I think he had a solid performance as well, as did Nuno Mendes. Things to him, I think when Arsenal played really defensive after they won up, he could have changed the game completely. Kvara, the most dangerous player, PSG in Champions League this season, was getting doubled up by Saka, Mosquera. If Mendes comes forward as well, then it's 2v2 and back in that PSG 2 to win it. And what that does is, because the PSG 2 would easily dominate Saka and Mosquera, that would bring, can I move it? No. That would bring Saliba or Rice to help Mosquera. And probably Saliba, probably Declan Rice, to be honest. Because if Rice is there, but that leaves a big open gap for this midfield three. They don't have to do any covering for the defence because Saka's already defending. So if Rice is coming out and helping them as well, then it's 3 against 1. Odegaard's come back. If Arsenal get the ball, they've got 2 attacking players, not really going to do anything. And then you've got Doué and Dembele occupying the 2 centre backs. Hakim making the late runs past Hincapie. That's what they should have done. I think if PSG done that, they would have scored a lot more because they would have played their game. They would have attacked through the Arsenal's right hand side the whole time. Rice comes over, and as soon as that happens, the ball's coming to Vitinha. I mean, it's 3 midfielders against 1, really. One of the that's going to have to come out to cover. Then you got Doué and say Saliba comes out to cover. You got Doué and Dembele. It's 2 against 1 against Gabriel, obviously. But even if Hincapie comes to make 2 against 2, Hakim is on the other side, and PSG would just have a lot of shots. And with their players, a lot of shots equals a lot of goals, really, doesn't it? Only scored 1, had 21 shots. They would have more likely had 21 in normal time, maybe, and scored 2 or 3. Arsenal, Mosquera, he had an okay game. Conceded a penalty. Accurate pass, 7 out of 10 only. Well, that's not a lot. 26 touches, 3 tackles. He done okay. Obviously, held up by Saka massively, but that's how they're going to play. Hincapie, again, okay. I mean, nothing special. He's really done a little bit more touches on the ball. 2 centre-backs for Arsenal. I think because the thing is with Arsenal, how good are these centre-backs? Because statistically, and even on the eye test, they look very good. But Arsenal would have defended with 10 players. That is very easy for centre-back. Let me tell you. If you're in Barcelona or PSG, centre-backs are always 1-on-1. So, say Saliba, for example, 1-on-1 with the striker or winger, or 2-on-1, sometimes even 3-on-1. For Arsenal, he's got Rice, Lewis Skelly, Hincapie, Gabriel, Mosquera, all back because Saka, Trossard, Odegaard drop deep as well. So he's got 4 players surrounding him. They don't even have to worry because they've got 1 player wide and 2 players on the other side when the covering Saliba. And it's the same for Gabriel. So they have obviously very good centre backs. I don't think they're as good as Pacho though. I don't think they are as good as Pacho because they get all the help they need, and then they've got a good goalkeeper and very defensive tactics. So if we look at Marquinhos, he made a mistake for the goal, but he won the match in the end of the game. 88 out of 90 for accurate passes. He completed a dribble as well. Some accurate on balls, some tackles, blocks, clearances, headers. Didn't get dribble past once, so he had a decent game as well. So I mean, a good game. As for Pacho, he looked a little bit shaky, a little bit nervous, but overall, good game to be honest. Couple big moments, and when Arsenal were also in, I thought maybe it's time to bring on Barcola. I thought Barcola should maybe come on, and let me explain the reason for this. I thought, okay, you bring on Barcola now, put him on the left, take him off because Fabio's having a really bad game. So I put Doué at Cam and Kvaratskhelia on the right. You got Barcola and Mendes. It's kind of what I was saying before, but in a more extreme version to stop them. Kvaratskhelia and Mendes going against Busquets and Saka. Barcola and Mendes going against Kvaratskhelia and... No, my word. Barcola and Mendes against Saka and Busquets. They would get the better of them, so Declan Rice have to come and cover. The big problem with that is it leaves Lewis Kelly exposed against Doué, against Vitinha, Janeves, and sometimes Doué as well. So that's 1 against them. And Saliba has to come out to cover. Well, even if it's just... No, because then they can put Vitinha and Janeves there. It's 2 against 1. So they're exposed. Doué is on Saliba kind of. Saliba has to come out and cover. But it's Doué and Dembele. 2 against 1 against Gabriel. And then Kvaratskhelia can also make it 3 against 1. And even Henkape can make it 3 against 2. We got 4 against 2 with Hakimi. And then if it's hit a post or it hit crossbar, it happens somehow scored, you've got how many tagging players there to ready to score, and Arsenal out of position. That's what I was thinking. Also, he will just create some chances. Like he always someone creates chances, even misses them. Into their midfield though, this 3 in PSG are so good. Neves, Vitinha, Ruiz. Ruiz had a not as good game, just came up for injury, but still he done his job. He done it fine. I mean, look at his stats here. Completed most of his passes. Created 1 chance. Had 3 shots, 1 on target. 93 touches. Across, accurate long balls too. Couple tackles, couple clearances. He was okay. Vitinha basically done the same thing, but just a lot better. Obviously, he played more as well. I think, yeah, he played more. He obviously is passing 141 passing, 94% accuracy. 3 shots created, 2 shots on target, 2 block shots actually. 162 touches. He only do a successful dribble. João Neves, this is amazing. Played the 420 minutes. Accurate passes 78, 79, 88, 90. 1 chance created. Took a shot out. Quite a bad shot, should we say. Yeah, so he done a really good job as well, and they all done decent to good jobs in the midfields. And against Rice and Lewis Skelly, we got those 3 against 2 really. And even Odegaard coming back. That dominates the midfield. They control the midfield. I mean, decent to good. That's how Arsenal were playing back, because they were not going to press these guys. They were sitting back, letting them do their things. And what would happen? Each time that they would get the ball, they would gradually move further into the Arsenal half. So eventually, Rice and Lewis Skelly, who haven't pressed them down before, they have no choice but to press, otherwise PSG will get a goal. And that leaves Arsenal exposed against the best front 3 in the world. And it's 3 against 4 really, but with Nuno Mendes and Hakimi, it's easy 5 against 4, or even Saliba having to cover, or someone having to cover. and that could make it 5-3. That's why Rice, Trossard, Odegaard, even Havertz all having to drop so deep, but that means they offered zero threat in the attack. The PSG could just keep doing that same thing over and over again, and eventually they got their goal by doing that, because the moment of brilliance they won the penalty. I mean, Rice, it was okay. I mean, he done his job. Accurate passes, it was okay. Created some big chances. Similar situation for the whole Arsenal apart from Odegaard, who had 12 touches. Saka had 26. Completed 0 dribbles. That's what I mean. But PSG, the Champions League Europe now, second time in a row. They kind of do a 3-peat in Madrid. I think if they win it, it will be in Madrid as well. Next season, best team in the world. I think this season you can say Bayern have been overall the season the best team in the world. But well, they beat Bayern because they are the best team in the world. Well, there's a difference between this season the best team in the world and just the best team on their day, and that is PSG versus Bayern for you. And then Arsenal are like second best in both. Really, I mean, no, third best in both. Sorry. So they kind of stood no chance today, and it was all PSG really. It was a really boring match for Arsenal, and they won the Premier League. They failed here again. Like, subscribe please and comment.